Okay, looks like we're live. Yep, we are live. Cool. Welcome back to the live stream. We are shiny chaining for Meowth since yesterday, and we didn't end up getting spoiler alert. And I also later on figured out that the audio was kind of messed up in my live stream because of the game sound. Hopefully that's not the case today. Hopefully it's loading and audible. Hopefully I am audible, although it doesn't make too much of a difference because I'm just gonna blabber stuff. So we there are two reasons we're shiny chaining or chaining for Meowth to begin with. One is of course to find a shiny, either Meowth or anything else. The last time I shiny chained for Meowth, as you might have seen yesterday, I got this beautiful green fella. There you go. I haven't thought of a name yet, but yeah. Yesterday when we were chaining, we didn't end up getting anything, so today we would try to get something. The other aim is I have a couple of Meowths, which I want to evolve to Persian and then sort of take all the way to level 100 and max out their awakening values. And for that I'm collecting Meowth candies, and I'm at 243 and I am aiming for 400, which would get me the max out values for both the Persians. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I can pretty much KO the entirety of Elite Four just using the payday move, which gives me more money. This is all about just earning more moolah. So without further ado, let's get started. I'd keep an eye on the chat in case someone joins. And there we go, the first minute of the day. How many Pokeballs do we have exactly? We have about 17, which is alright. That's not too bad. There's the attack. There's the throw. And that should be a catch. There we go. Oh, I just looked at the playback that it was a great throw. I didn't even pay attention. Oh well. You can't always get excellence. But we will try to get... Oh, 95. I was thinking we were at like 60 or 70 or something like that. I believe once we cross 100, we actually start getting more and more candies, but I could be wrong. Either 100 or 111. There's some sweet threshold that gives you more candies than usual. We'll see. We're gonna... There we go. I was gonna say we're gonna bump into that Squirtle and make it respawn so that we can try shiny resetting for the Squirtle as well. But good thing that it bumped into us instead of us having to bump into them. So I believe among all the stuff that I can find in this route, I would take, of course, a shiny Meowth. I would take any of the shiny Pidgeys. I would take a shiny Venomoth, or sorry, a Venonat, because you don't find Venomoth as far as I understand. Not at least when you're chaining for Meowth. I don't know if Venomoth spawns when you chain for Venonat. I know for a fact that there is a different, there's a completely different route where you do find Venomoths, but definitely not this one. Not that I have seen at least. We would also take, of course, any day we would take another shiny Dragonite or even a new shiny Charizard, my first shiny Charizard, and let's go. So, yeah. Cut Meowth into the bag. So the two Meowths that we have right now, I believe one is adamant and one is jolly. This one is, I believe, adamant, and this one has 4 perfect stats, and this one is jolly, which has 5 perfect stats. Now I can use these two, but I would see if I can find probably a better one in the current batch of 100 Meowths that I have been. Oh, there's one more. The current batch of 100 Meowths that I have assembled. I haven't transferred any one of them yet. I'd be taking a look after I'm done with the shiny hunting, or candy hunting, however I want to put it. So essentially, Persian is pretty fast, so we do not need speed. So Jolly isn't too bad of a nature, definitely better than anything else, but Adamant is what we are going for. So it would be good if I can find another Adamant Meow. It's alright, it's all good. Checking out into the bag. Let's see. Oh, that is a Squirtle. It's gonna walk away. I'm gonna stay in the middle. Oh, there you go, Dragonite. The Squirtle is back. Why are you looking at me? Just walking to me. I want to save as many steps as I can instead of having to roam around and lose my lure for no apparent reason. Let's see. So we're gonna wait and watch. Oh, why does it have to spawn so far away? There we go. This route is good in a way where you can get away with using just normal lures because it's a fairly small route. Most of the spawns are just a couple steps away. If you're shiny hunting in, say, the rock tunnel or say Cerulean cave, those are typically more tough because you have to walk around a lot more to actually explore all the possible spawn points, and that kind of messes up with your lure steps. I mean, you can always buy more, but as you see, I just have 200k. When I say just, it is a lot of money. I can buy potentially a crap ton of lures, but I'm just trying to be as frugal as possible, and which is the reason we're trying to shiny hunt and prepare for 2 Persians that we can use to take out Elite Fours super fast and get a crap ton of money. I believe Pimp Knight has a video about this, and these are all the stuffs that I mentioned, I believe, tomorrow's, or my bad, pardon me, yesterday's live stream at some point of time, but the stupid me didn't verify that the game noise is way too much compared to my vocal audio input, and for that reason I'm pretty sure nothing is audible. So Pimp Knight made a video where you can take out all the Elite Four and the champion, and you earn about 150 bucks per your run. It is advised to switch off the animation, the attack animation at least, so that you can like skim through the Elite Four as fast as you can. And look at that, 99. So we are 1 away from a century. Bye, Dragonite, and there you go. That is not a shiny Charizard, and all I'm looking for is a shiny Charizard. Tell you what, that the blue and the red flares for the tiny and the larger Pokemons, that has those small gleaming white dots in between, that always gets me confused. Oh, there's a Pidgeotto, I believe, next to it. That always gets me confused because that is very confusing compared to the actual shiny sparkles. Sometimes, not always. Oh wow, wow. What is going on? This one is like at my face or something? Like, what the heck is going on? as if like the camera being used to shoot the like kind of the drone or whatever is looking at me from the top level perspective suddenly started getting the flares because of the position of the PG Auto or the PG Art, whatever it was, on the screen. Come on. Oh, not the Venomat. What the heck? I just literally walked in front of the Squirtle, hoping that it would walk into me, and then it stopped for no reason. This Charizard isn't shiny either. Oh, there we go. Now it walks in. It's all good though. It's all good. It's gonna walk into you either ways, or just despawn. Doesn't really matter too much. Hang on. It might be possible that I might not have used the lure today. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. That was dumb. I'm sorry about that. I was under the impression that I have a lure continuing from yesterday, which wasn't the case. It's just that we have such a high catch rate for Meowth right now that stuff's just spawning regardless. So we didn't have to. Oh, where's my support trainer? There we go. I was. Oh, that was bad. That was bad on my part. I was experimenting out yesterday. If you see my stream, you might see, because you cannot hear my audio, you wouldn't realize what I was trying to do, but you would see that I was making one throw with both the controllers, both the Joy-Cons, and one throw with just one Joy-Con. And the reason for that was the fact that I was experiencing the difference in the items that you get as a reward, and it turned out that every single time, 100 combo. Every single time I got to use two controllers, it gave me Meow candies, but as soon as I switched to just using one, it stopped giving me any Meow candy, which was weird. I do recall seeing Meow or like candies being rewarded for a single throw as well. So it might have just been coincidental, but it looks like when you use two controllers, I guess the bonus experience that you get out of it is more, and that might be a deterministic factor in the amount of rewards that you get out of it as well. So that's the reason we're just using two controllers, and like towards the end, like towards like when you get like more than 100 catch rate or catch chain, what happens is the amount of candies that you get out of it is also a lot. So you typically only spend like about 20 minutes, and you get up to like 999 quick candies, or you know, mighty candies, or whatever strength candies, and those non-Pokemon candies. You get them a lot. Look at that, 6 Meowth candies. So I do have a very strong feeling that the bonus multiplier, or you know, the bonus multiplier is what determines how much experience points you get, and the higher the multiplier is, the more rewards that you get. So look at that, we got 50 quick candies, and that means we literally need 20 catches, 20 excellent catches. But arguably you wouldn't get 72 multiplier for all of those catches, because a lot of times you might not get the size bonus, but essentially it wouldn't take you too long. 20 catches means about 40 Pokeballs, and even if I take a little higher numbers, you get to 999 pretty fast, which gives you about 10,000 Pokecoins and 100 Pokeballs basically. So which gives you 50 excellent throws on Meowth, and it's pretty cyclable in that way, and which is the reason I'm continuing to use both the controllers, even though it costs me an additional Pokeball every single turn. Let's see. this one is excellent as well. Um, so this one has a bonus multiplier of 18, presumably because of the Meowth not having the size advantage, similar to the last Meowth. But we still get about 44 candies, which is a lot, by the way. And we still also get 6 Meowth candies, which I believe is the max candies that you can get out of an encounter. I could be wrong. We're gonna try something now that we are 100 plus encounters. We're gonna pardon my fan. I just had to switch off my fan because of the heat in the room. It's actually pretty hot. So we're gonna use a pineapple and see if that changes anything. It might give us more more candies or more rewards. I don't know. We'll see. So the last 2 catches gave us 6 candies. Let's see if this one gives us a little more, maybe? Oh wow, it actually gave us less, which is, I don't know. I'm not sure how the pineapple actually works. We're gonna experiment out more with it. I was under the impression that it gives you more, it has a chance of giving you more items from the catch, but it turns out probably that's not the case. Excellent. Okay, give us 6 candies, come on, there we go. So that is super weird because it's the exactly same Meow that we're catching over and over again, and the time we actually used an item we got less candies than the one we didn't use the item, for instance. So we are going to use the item again, and let's see if we get 4 candies or 6 this time. Pineapple, real quick, it already attacked, so we can take our time. Oh dang it! It just attacked twice. Oh well, that's all right. But that might actually screw up our multiplier. I think the first time bonus is now gone, so we might actually not be able to test our hypothesis. So this one gave us a raspberry. So so maybe the pineapple influences other items? Maybe? It's just a theory. I have no idea what actually happens. That's a giant Charizard up there. And there's another Dragonite. Not shiny, of course. Oh, catch this one before the other one. I was about to run for it, but just saw. So this one is a huge one. Let me see. Let me try again. We're gonna test. We're gonna test if this Meowth gives us 4 candies or 6 candies. I'm gonna be patient. Oh, stop jumping up and down. Please attack. All right, there we go. And excellent. So hypothetically, it should give us either 4 candies or some random item, but not 6 candies, which is what we experienced before. Oh dang it! I just quickly clicked through. I have to look at my my playback. Let's see. Oh, damn it! My bad. I quickly skimmed through it. You guys must have noticed how many candies we got, but just because we quickly I messed it up and I quickly clicked through it, I'm gonna use another one for this Meowth, and this one attacked right away, so that's nice. So I'm gonna let the circle reset, and there we go. Excellent. And this time, I'm gonna take my time. Not gonna bleed through the screens. So let's see. So this one gave us 6 candies. and it was a bonus multiplier of 72 as well. So I presume that 4 was just random, and probably, or maybe it's purely based on the multiplier, or the overall experience points, and like 72 is potentially the maximum you can get, I believe, and that gives you 6 candies. Anything lower than that gives you less candies. I don't know how many, but yeah. Well, we are on a chain of 107. That's a lot. We are slowly getting to our 400 mark as well. 291. So about 100 left. After I'm done chaining for Meowth here, basically after I get all the 400 candies that I need to max out both my Persians, I'm actually gonna head over to a different route, like maybe Route 17 or something like that, that has a better population of Pokemon, and I'm just gonna hover over in the sky. That's how we ended up getting a Psyduck a few days back. Fortunately or unfortunately, it was the same day that I got the Dragonite, and it was also the same day I was trying to set up my Elgato to do the same stream that I basically played but didn't stream. It would have been my first day of streaming, but I messed up a few settings and I wasn't able to get my open broadcast software working. So for that reason, you guys didn't get to see it, but you might have noticed already that there was this one beautiful blue creature next to my Gengar, which was next to my Dragonite, which is the Psyduck, the shiny Psyduck that I found that day. This Gengar is from Pokemon Go. I caught it on the Gengar Day, the day we had Lick and Psychic Gengars all over the place. I ended up transferring one Gengar from Pokemon Go because I somehow found the chaining for Ghastly inside the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town a little bit difficult. I don't know. Could have been just me. I was just having a hard time chaining for Ghastly, even with a lure on. So I just ended up doing. I just ended up transferring or like migrating a Gengar from my Pokemon Go to my Let's Go, to also give myself the Melton box. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. So this time the bonus multiplier only gave me 5 candies. I'm not sure if this was a so this was a size bonus. Okay. I don't know. Seems like the candy reward is kind of random. I guess that's the conclusion. There are 2 more flying creatures above my head, but none of them are shiny. Neither is this Pidgey. And even though it is tiny, we're gonna run away. So far, not so good. Haven't gotten anything yet. We're just hunting Meowths over Meowths and Meowths, and the only takeaway from the stream so far is the fact that we're getting closer and closer to that 400 candy mark for Meowth, which is when we would stop hunting in this specific route and we would head over to a different route. I'm also gonna convert the non-Pokemon candies, and I am gonna purchase a crap ton of Pokeballs with them, or maybe a combination of Pokeballs and Great Balls. I believe I'm a little short on Great Balls, and sometimes it helps when I'm chaining for a different Pokemon. Sometimes it just speeds things up a little bit. Okay. And there we go. That's the next one. I plan to stream for around maybe another hour. Um, we don't have anyone today. There was one person yesterday. Oh, so that's the, I believe Risa mentioned this in one of her streams. I'm referring to Risa Amazing. If you haven't seen her stream, do go watch her. I really enjoy her content, and she's one of the inspirations, which is why I started doing my own live streams as well. Just check her out, she's really good. She's an amazing content creator, but she mentioned that she has seen, and she was, I believe, shiny hunting for Geodude, which she ended up getting as well. She mentioned that after 111, I believe, the odds somehow significantly increased. There has not been a definitive proof to that, but it's just been speculation. So we'll see if this increases our odds. It'll be good to get your odds increased, obviously. Let's see. I'm just gonna drop a save. We do have the shiny charm, in case people are wondering. I did show that out yesterday in our stream. We just didn't, the stream just didn't end up registering any of my voice, which is why it might just seem weird that I have been showing around some stuff from my box, and I've been showing around some other Pokemons or like items from my bag. Oh, Psyduck, get out. But essentially, I was kind of saying the same stuff I've been saying today, or at least most of it to that extent. Oh, yeah, come on, run in. Nice. So that's like one pretty good benefit of this route. If you're towards the center and the sponsor on the edge, and if you're lucky, they would like run towards the inside. So what you can do is you can pretty much walk just a couple steps up or a couple steps down, and they would walk into you, and you can save lure steps in that way. I know it's merely anything. It's just 400 Pokecoins, which you just get anyways, anywhere. I believe one single Meowth gives you all that money once you have a good enough chain, but I'm just being a miser. I'm just being frugal. That's it. I guess Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon kind of spoiled me in that way, because those games actually give you a ton of money. Sun and Moon gets you this quest at the end by a detective called Looker, who, sorry for spoiling if anyone hasn't played the game and intends to play it. You have been warned. Do click away. Just kidding. I'm pretty sure everyone is done with Sun and Moon by now, or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for that record. But Looker asks you to go and capture all the Ultra Beasts that have been set loose in the world, and once you successfully catch, I believe, all 6 of them, you get a million Pokecoins, and that's awesome. That basically solves all your poverty problems, and you can buy as many Pokeballs or Adrenaline Orbs or anything you want, essentially. The same with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, except that the Ultra Beast capture doesn't have a quest of its own. You basically go to the wormholes to catch Ultra Beast, and you have a different thing, the Rainbow Rocket quest, which I'm not gonna spoil, don't worry. It's an awesome quest. I definitely, if you haven't played the games, or you're playing the games, I assume that's gonna be very few people who are still in progress of playing the games, but I would definitely recommend completing the main storyline and then playing the Rainbow Rocket saga, because it is amazing. It's really cool, and the reward is worth it. Trust me. You get filthy rich. You get like really rich. So yeah. So that kind of spoiled me, because I played those 2 games and I had no problem or no requirement for additional money. I don't think I actually ever went through the Elite Four a second time in either Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, purely because the the game rewards you with so much money. You don't need anything else. Although, for that fact, for both the games, it gives you a really good experience for the Elite Four and the Champion Battle for that extent. It's very unique. It's never been like that in any of the games before, which is another reason I do recommend playing the games. It is a very fresh perspective, which is why I really like the Gen 7 games. They replace the boring battles of gym with a little more challenging trials, and they also give you a very fresh perspective with a bunch of things. Like the evil squad is really over the top and consistently breaking the fourth wall, and they're just like kind of a fresh air in the franchise. And I really like Team Skull. They're hilarious. Their boss is amazing, badass. He has an interesting part in the Rainbow Rocket Saga. I would definitely recommend playing for his part as well. And it has some interesting connections with previous games, which totally was worth playing that section. I knew a bit of it. I used to follow Michael, ManJTV. He's also a streamer and content creator on YouTube, and I have followed his Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon playthrough, except for the Rainbow Rocket Saga, because I wanted to experience it myself before I see his content, because I didn't want spoilers. But I did have, you know, bits and pieces of ideas from like the thumbnails and stuff like that, or the video titles in the playlist. That's all good though. I still enjoyed it thoroughly, and I had it saved to be played for a long time, and I ended up playing it recently when I went to Austin for a trip, and I played it on my way to Austin, and it was a lot of fun. It was totally worth it. The time was like well spent, and as I said, the reward is so good. You get filthy rich, trust me. If you haven't played for, if you don't want to play for, like, if you don't care about the story or anything, purely play because of the money you get. Because if you're a shiny hunter, if you are like, if you need it for anything else, it's just worth every penny. Let me tell you that. So far, 30 minutes, still nobody in our stream. We're just by ourselves, which is fine. I guess people who are gonna check it out, if anyone ends up checking it out later, feel free to drop your comments, suggestions, improvements. I know I can probably create some sort of, separate modes of communicating to the mass through maybe social media like Twitter or Instagram or anything else for that record. But this is like kind of a side quest for me, just to experience how it feels to live stream on YouTube, because I have been playing Pokemon for over 10 years, like since the beginning of time. I have played every single game. I have followed most of the anime, I believe, except for Gen 5, which I didn't enjoy far too much. I did enjoy the games. I didn't enjoy the anime. I felt it was a little stupid. But I know the anime is repetitive and more or less over the top for most of the parts, and it does make really dumb choices as well. But I just enjoy it. I still enjoy it. I know it is stupid. I love talking about it. Oh, I didn't mean to send you away, supporter or support trainer. We were just chit-chatting. But yeah, essentially, I enjoy the anime. I enjoy the games. I enjoy the battle. I have played a Showdown for a long time as well. I have played all the games. I did not have each and every game console, for that record. I did not have the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance. I started my journey with the DS and then moved up to a 3DS, and then I played. Then I've been playing on Switch. So the previous games actually ended up playing with an emulator on PC, which was actually pretty convenient. If you didn't know, you could do pretty cool stuff with VBA. You could potentially even trade stuff with yourself and evolve Pokemon that require trading to evolve. Potentially get all the starters onto a single game file and complete your Pokedex and hunt for shinies and do all the cool stuff, basically. That was possible to do on VBA. That wasn't possible to do on 3D on the DS games. So that was one of the other reasons I moved to actually getting the console. The other factor being the reason that that was dumb, my bad. From where I am, originally in India, I actually didn't find the consoles, the Nintendo consoles, for a long time. We did not have those accessible in the part I was from. So for that reason, I also had to manage with, downloaded ROMs and stuff. But now that I have all the games and everything, I do have the cartridge for Hard Gold, Soul Silver, even I believe Gold and Silver, and one of the older games I forgot. But yeah, now I can play them on the 3DS or the DS. So yeah, I have been playing it for a long time. So I wanted to try out my luck in streaming. I'm not gonna pick up YouTube as a permanent job per se. I know a lot of people do, and I don't think I have the time to do that. I do have a 10 to 5 job at this point, or 9 to 5 for that record, and so this is gonna be just a part-time venture that I do every now and then. It's just gonna be live stream, me talking to just randomness, emptiness, unless there are people watching in future, which I hope I would end up getting some audience at some point of time. But I'm not really too invested. I don't see this as like a money-making path for myself. It's just gonna be my leisure, where oh, that was dumb. That is some additional steps for my lure. But anyways, this is gonna be purely me playing the games and just talking to you guys and chatting with you guys. Ooh, that was a close, excellent. I almost missed it because the Meowth was about to jump, and I was also afraid it might attack. But it didn't. And we hopefully got 6 candies, which we did. Cool. 120. How many Meowth candies do we have? How close are we to deadline? 363. That is really close. That's like literally 6 more Meowths if we continue to get our usual rate of 6 candies. I would honestly appreciate any shinies at this point. I just want a shiny because that way I can just try out shiny hunting something else. The longest shiny hunt that I have attempted so far, or the longest chain I have gotten so far, was for Vulpix, and if you were in my stream yesterday, or if you have seen my stream from yesterday, you might have seen that I was showing off Pixie the Ninetales, which was one of those Vulpixes that I got as part of that chaining, and I did not get the shiny though. However, we got all the way up to 999 Vulpix candies, out of which we ended up spending 200 to evolve and max out the awakening of our Ninetales. Because it is, I can show you guys, it is a perfect nature, perfect IV Ninetales, as you can see right, where is it? Oh, there we go. Vixie the Ninetales. I wish it was shiny. I would love it if it was shiny, but it is timid. It has every stat max except for, or every IV max except for attack, and you don't need attack for Ninetales. It also has the awakening value maxed out, and it also has the perfect attacks that you can get for Ninetales in this game. Will-O-Wisp, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, and Combine. I believe that's the perfect combination. And look at that. 409 special attack, 450 special defense, 474 special speed, and 487 HP. That is a bad Ninetales. And with Will-O-Wisp, you can increase your defense. With Combine, you can increase your special defense and fire some really powerful Flamethrowers and Dark Pulses. So, and I don't think there is anything in this game that completely resists both of them. Because Dark is resisted by fighting Steel, I believe? I'm not sure. Maybe Bug and also Fairy. But Fire is super effective against Bug and Steel and does neutral damage to both Fighting and Fairy. The only exception is Poliwrath. But I don't think, like, I'm not gonna stay in if a Poliwrath comes in, of course. And unfortunately, Energy Ball is not a TM in this game. Otherwise, I would have taught it Energy Ball instead of Dark Pulse, because that's better coverage for Ninetales. It would have been great to get Nasty Plot as well, because it can really do some damage with Nasty Plot. But that's alright. That's so good. So we did end up getting 999 Vulpix candies, but we still didn't get our shiny Vulpix. So I was chaining really hard for a long time for Vulpix, but I didn't end up getting it. I ended up getting something else, maybe? I don't remember. But we just ended up giving up for shiny hunting for Vulpix. So we did catch one after we checked here in 63, and we did get 6 candies out of it, if I recall correctly. So we're pretty much 6 candy Meowth catches away from reaching our goal, or maybe 6, because I believe we would reach 399. Oh, never mind. We would need more because this one gave us just 4 candies, which is okay. I mean, never hurts to get more Meowths, right? We do have to keep a tag on our number of Pokeballs. I don't recall what the last number was. But the idea is, once we're done catching 400 Meowth candies, we would just potentially end up moving to a different route. But before that, I'm gonna head to Cerulean City and sell all the craft candies and get myself some Pokeballs and Great Balls, and maybe some lures. We'll see. Okay, 6 candies there. So we are getting there. We are getting there. We'll get there fairly soon. I'm pretty sure, like, before we hit the hour mark on the stream, we'll be there. I do have to do my dinner as well. I haven't done my dinner yet, and I'm kind of hungry. So we'll see. Maybe this would be a relatively shorter stream if we don't find too much. We'll see though, we'll see. And also, there's no one watching. So it might just make sense to upload it as a video and get some feedback later. I will ask my friends to take a look and provide me feedback. Why are we getting 4 candies? That was a, wasn't it a size bonus? I believe it was, because it was a 72 catch combo. Yeah, it was a size bonus. That was stupid. I don't know. Oh well, you cannot control everything. How many did we get? I believe we are on 383 at this point. 383, there we go. So 17 more. Which would be 3 more Meowths at the rate of 6 candies, but you never know how many you're gonna get, so I'm not gonna claim early ahead. I just hope it's not gonna be like 6, 4, and 6, and we end up on 399 and just short of a candy for no apparent reason. That's gonna piss me off. Well, thank you, Squirtle, for running into me. They spawn. Off you go. And respawn is a shiny. Oop, never mind. Oh, there's a Dragonite. Is that a shiny? No, it isn't. Okay. These Squirtles are nice. I mean, that's all I ask for. I just stand in the middle and I want them to just roam around and just run into me. So that they despawn and respawn real fast. Never mind the Bellsprout, I didn't mean to bump into it. I was just going for the Meow in the background. Okay, so this one has size bonus for that record. So we do expect to get the 72 catch bonus if I can time this perfectly. There we go. That was scary because of the lag. I thought I just missed out on the excellent. But we got it. We did get it. And how many bonuses is gonna be? Excuse me. Oh wow. Oh wow. I didn't even know you can get 7 candies at some point of time. So this is 125 catch combo. Hang on a minute. Is it kind of the threshold number for getting 7 candies? Maybe. I did not know about that. I did not know it is possible to get 7 candies out of where is it now? Oh, there. Okay, it did attack. I believe we are low on Pokeball. Let me check. Yeah, we just have 4 Pokeballs actually, and we're gonna have only 2. So technically, oh, I just skimmed through that. My bad. I should have waited to see how many we got. Let me see the playback. I believe we got 6. So that is 13, and that should leave us with 4 more. Let's see if we are at 396. We are. Okay. Okay, that works. So all I need to do is hit the next Meowth, and I'm hoping I can get 4 candies from this generic, non-special, no-size bonus Meowth. Now watch me get myself jinxed just by saying this. Excellent. There we go. Okay. There is no way. There is no way we cannot get 4 candies out of it, right? There is no way. I mean, I would be pissed if I don't get 4 candies out of it. Let's see. Show me. There we go. Alright. So that wraps up all the candies that we needed for the Meowths. And I can continue here. I'm gonna send you away. Ooh, there's a Charizard. I'm just gonna save real quick and verify real quick. Oh, didn't mean to go to the Pokédex. That was dumb. I'm gonna verify real quick that we do have 400 candies. Nice. So now all that remains is to hop on my Charizard. Um, it is called Andy Dalton for a reason. Me and my friend, we had this joke among ourselves that Andy Dalton, the quarterback from Cincinnati Bengals, he just looks like a Charmander. That's just a inner joke for ourselves, and for that reason we call Andy Dalton as Charmander, and the same reason I started calling my Charmander that I got as a reward from one of these ladies in the game, or one of the NPCs in the game, and I started calling it Andy Dalton, and then at some point in time it just evolved to a Charizard, and it is my Mega Charizard at this point. So yeah, let's see. So we do want to sell. Ooh, look at that. That is juicy. 9,990 bucks. Yes, sir. Give me all of that. And that's another 9,990 bucks. And that's almost 9,990 bucks. Look at that. We're rich. We should have more top candies. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was talking about, because we were chaining for, I believe, first Graveler and then Rhyhorn, and those gave us a bunch of candies for yeah, see, Geodude, and we should have some Rhydon candies as well. Yeah, Rhyhorn candies, my bad. There we go. So yeah, I was chaining for both of them. I did get my shiny Gravelers. Unfortunately, I didn't end up getting my shiny Rhyhorn or Rhydon for that record. So, oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh well, we'll reach 20 and then I'm gonna speed through it. 150 is fine? I think it's fine, yeah. 150 is a lot of Pokeballs. And we're gonna get Premier Balls as well as bonus. So we have 14 Great Balls. How many do we need? Let's see, so 6. I do want to keep myself above 200, so let's see. 96, 86 maybe? Okay, yeah, 86 works. That gives us 100 of Great Balls, 150 of Pokeballs, and 100 plus Outer Balls as well. So right now we all that we need is, where is the lures? Yeah. So we have 40 super lures. We have 29. So I'm gonna get 11. There we go. All shopping done. So at this point, we're gonna fly up all the way to. Oh wow! I never saw that face. What the heck? I was scared. What the heck? I haven't pet my Eevee for a while. Maybe that's why it gave me that weird eyes. First, ooh, it's really happy. Okay, now I've pet you for enough. I have pet you enough. Take me to Fuchsia City or Fuchsia City. I don't know what it is called. Whatever. I'm just gonna save real quick. And let's ride our Charizard onto Route 17, I believe, is what we're heading at. Hello, fellow Charizard. I'm just gonna. Oh, what is going on? Why is there such a lag? What is this lag? There we go. I don't know what's going on. So the stream time is about um, 55 minutes. We're like close to the hour mark. I might actually stop at like 11, maybe. Does that sound good? Yeah, I might actually stop a little early because of the fact that I haven't done lunch. Sorry, not lunch, dinner yet. So this looks like a good spot. And then now we're just gonna stand still, or rather fly still, and I think a lure works fine. We'll see. Maybe we might switch it up to a super lure later on. Look at that. There's a chance here right away. The dodo is just running really fast. It's kind of funny. Look at that rapidash. Fun fact, I haven't yet got any of the rats, which is kind of weird. Maybe I should do... oh, there's an Eevee down below. You should probably just fly around a little bit, just to make sure that I don't miss out on any of these Pokemons. And I also need to chain for Eevee at some point in time, because I do want to max out the awakening value of my Eevee. It does have a pretty decent nature. I believe it has Bold, which increases defense for attack. It knows all of those 4 special Eevee moves from this game. I believe it knows the water one, which is kind of a Mega Drain or a Giga Drain for that record. And also it knows the electric one, which I believe is Buzzy Buzz or something like that, which guarantees a paralysis. It knows the dark one, and it also knows the dodo sound is so hilarious. It's like that was a very bad very bad enunciation or whatever. What am I talking? Basically, dang it, what was I talking about? Dang it, I completely forgot. So yeah, the fourth move. The fourth move is the Fairy Jump move, which is kind of like a heal veil, along with hitting someone with a fairy move. So it gives you pretty decent coverage. Thunder, or rather electric, water, dark, and fairy. I believe I hit everything for at least neutral damage. I could be wrong with my calculations, but from what I recall, let's see. Yep, looks like I hit everything for neutral damage. At least. I don't think anything resists. Well, maybe Magneton or Magnemite for that record. I don't have. I think Magnemite resists water. I don't know for a fact if electric resists water. I could be wrong though. That's the only doubt I have, because I think Steel does resist dark. It definitely resists fairy. And electric resists electric. So pretty certain that Magnemite or Magneton resist all of Eevee's moves, but I could be wrong. I just could be wrong. I don't know. Don't quote me on it, basically. Let's see. Come on, spawn a shiny for me. Also, I swear I thought you'd get Sky spawns in this route as well. For some reason I'm not getting anything. At some point of time I actually ended up chaining for Chanseys in Cerulean Cave, which is one of the few locations where you can kind of reliably chain for a Chansey. because if you keep resetting yourself using the ladder technique on the second floor, at some point of time you would encounter a Chansey, and you can keep repeating your luck for like 5 or 6 times and then keep putting up a lure, at which point you would actually start seeing more and more Chansey spawns. Unfortunately, once we were done fully chaining for Chansey, we ended up getting a shiny Graveler. Like after the 31st chain was accomplished, I ended up getting a shiny Graveler, which was unfortunate. I felt like it was too much of an investment to actually get the Chansey. If you don't know, Chansey has a relatively lower catch rate, and typically after around like maybe 20 plus catches, they tend to run really fast. Like they tend to show the second attack animation really fast, and at that point you just run away. You have nothing else to do. So I ended up getting a Graveler, unfortunately, after I was done with the 31st chain, and I was just basically stalling and luring up. And then, because I caught the Graveler, I ended up chaining for Graveler, and I did not get a Graveler. I ended up getting a shiny Psyduck in that process. So basically, every single time I chained for something, I ended up not getting that and ended up getting something else. The only exception being this bad boys over here. Let me skim through, and I have shown this yesterday, and please pardon me for repeating this, but basically my audio from yesterday was completely garbage and inaudible for that record because of the extremely loud background music from the game, due to my stupidity. So this Caterpie, this Metapod, which used to be a Caterpie, and this Butterfree, which also used to be a Caterpie, are all results of Caterpie chaining. And I continued to chain for a longer period, and I ended up getting this Pidgey. And this Pidgeotto, this was actually, so let me correct myself. I said earlier, if you remember, that I was shiny chaining for Vulpix and I didn't get any shinies. That was incorrect. I actually got a Pidgeotto out of a shiny chaining of Vulpix, basically. Oh, I didn't call you. So that's another funny thing that I realized yesterday when I was trying to stream, that when you call your second character and you are on your Charizard, whatever is the second Pokemon in your party comes out automatically as the buddy for your second character, like the support character, and they will always follow them around. I do want to verify something. So let's see. So that was Heidi, right? Let me put Freddy out. If you didn't know, you can ride Starmie on land, but not on water, and I don't know why. That just seems a weird choice. So it doesn't ride the. Interesting. So what I was trying to verify is that if you did notice that the Sandslash was out because it was the second Pokemon in the party, and whenever I called my second character, the Sandslash appeared as the Pokemon that was out of the Pokeball for her. So I was wondering if I choose something else as my second Pokemon, she's gonna ride on that, ride on the Pokemon instead of following, like instead of the Pokemon following, which happens with Starmie, which happens with Kangaskhan, which also happens with I don't think anything else though. I don't think Dory's gonna follow though, because Dory's on top of my head. So let's put Spooky there, and let's see if Spooky decides to. Oh yeah, so it is a situation where it does follow you around, but don't let your second character ride the Pokemon. So that's kind of funny. Look at that Gengar. It's so derpy. It's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna actually I can keep the Gengar. The only reason I transferred the shiny Gengar, I could have waited to capture myself a shiny Ghastly, but the reason I was impatient and I ended up transferring the shiny Gengar is because once I beat the Elite Four, oh, I didn't mean to call you. Just go away. Go away. Yeah. The only reason I ended up transferring it because I wanted to see how Meowth Gengar looks in this game, and it looks sick. It looks beautiful. It is one of my favorite shinies among Mega Evolutions, and it is just perfection. Like, it looks so scary, yet so... Oh, I for a second thought that's probably a Queen Doduo, or Dodrio, sorry, which would have been a shiny. But anyways, it is a beautiful, gorgeous, shiny Gengar. So that's the reason I ended up transferring it, and I don't regret it because I do have a bunch in my Pokemon Let's Go, Pokemon Go, not Let's Go. So transferring that one bad one that was relatively lower IVs wasn't a problem. We're just gonna drop a real quick save here. At some point in time, I need to sort of skim through my collection for the Meowths that I actually ended up chaining right now throughout the 2 days, and I would actually see if I can find more adamant Meowths with potentially same or better IVs. Ooh, 2 Rapidashes. The Rapidash looks so cool, and it's so much fun riding around it. Oh, there's a third one. Wow, that is a lot of Rapidash. We're just gonna chill for a moment. I've been just consistently talking just to my PC because this live stream, the only person watching is me through the playback. So yeah, pretty much solidocking at this point. But I really hope I get one shiny. That'd mean a lot. We do have about 10 minutes left. If nothing, I would just, similar to yesterday, wrap it up here and then continue the same shiny hunt tomorrow in the same route, or maybe at a different route. We'll see. If any one of you end up stumbling upon my video, do let me know if you have any suggestions. By video, I mean like video after the live stream ends. Dang it, it keeps calling the second character. And now it's calling Eevee. What the heck? Okay, you were very happy. Okay, you remember a recent battle? How about I pet you a little bit? There we go. I wanted to get rid of the second character. There you go. Imagine how awesome it will be randomly a shiny Chansey spawns or a shiny Rapidash spawns. I'd actually take anything from this route, including Rattata and Raticate and another Psyduck, because we do need another Psyduck for the Golduck. We haven't yet had the chance to do a chaining for Psyduck, is what I was gonna say. If we get a shiny, which would end up breaking the chain because we do not have Meowth here, I am actually gonna go for Ponyta or Kangaskhan, one of those. I'll see. I do really want a shiny Ponyta or a shiny Rapidash or a shiny Kangaskhan for that record. It looks really beautiful. Vulpix is also one thing I really want, but I don't know when I'm gonna redo my Vulpix chaining. I do need it especially for the Porygon as well, because that is one reliable one to shiny hunt through Vulpix. And I might also consider looking through my stash of Meowths, evolving two of the best ones to Persians, max them out all the way to level 100, and also max them out in terms of the awakening values, and just skim through the Elite Four a bunch of times, get a crap ton of money, and then buy a crap ton of lures so that it becomes super easy to shiny hunt for Porygon. That is one of the things on my to-do list at this point. But it's gonna take a while. I might just not do it on the stream unless somebody just requests for it. I don't know why you would. For some reason I cannot speak. I don't know why you would want to look for me clicking through 400 candies and powering up my Meowths and like pretty much doing nothing. The only thing worth watching would probably be me shiny chaining for Chansey, which I would have to do when I try to max out my Meowths, because Chansey is one of the few reliable sources to get a lot of experience, which is super necessary to evolve your Meowths and have them reach level 100. So yeah, so that's something I need to do as well. I just don't know what's a good sequence in which I should do stuff. That's it. Also, I do want to know if people don't like or find the game background music as kind of monotonous, then do let me know. I can play some other music, although there is always the scare of copyright strike, so I might have to find some specific non-copyright music or like playlist for the purpose. I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of them on SoundCloud or SoundHound, one of those. But yeah, we'll find something. If you guys want that, let me know. I just typically prefer the in-game music because it gives you more original feeling, in my opinion, but could be just my opinion. So the stream is essentially for viewers. I'm just enjoying it myself because I don't have anything else to do and I wanted to stream, but if the viewers don't enjoy, then there is no point. So if you guys want me to use different music in the background, do let me know. So we're gonna continue for 4 more minutes. I think I'm gonna wrap up a little early, considering that we also have pretty bad luck today. Especially after reaching such a high chain, we still didn't end up getting anything, any shinies for that record. So we would probably just end a little early and then try streaming later. Quack, quack. That's what the side up says. I was so happy the time I encountered the shiny Psyduck. The only sort of regret that I had was it was the outcome of shiny chaining for something else, and I typically enjoy catching the shiny that I'm chaining for because it's like it gives you a chance of getting a better IV shiny. Not the end of the world, because you do get a bottle cap from Mina every single day, and you should definitely consider fighting her every single day. Potentially with a Meow as well. I don't know, or a Persian. Once we get to that point, we might start doing that. But but she gives you a bottle cap every single day. So when I shiny hunt for like specific monsters, I am gonna actually fix the excuse me. Sorry about that. My earphone was misbehaving a little bit. When I'm gonna shiny hunt for maybe competitive Pokemons, I also need to set the nature from the Celadon City Psychic, and for that also I need a lot of money, because that I believe costs you 10k per nature set. So what I'm gonna do is potentially hunt for a specific shiny and pretty much just chain for it and then look for the right nature, and if I find a good nature with bad IVs, I would just end up bottle capping it. That's my idea. That's my plan. I don't know what all I'm gonna chain for in the process. Maybe I would go for a shiny Charizard. Maybe I would go for a shiny Gengar. What else is competitively viable and looks really cool? Well, when I say a shiny Gengar, I do have a shiny Gengar, but it would be cool to get one that has the right nature, basically. I do want a shiny Ninetales. I really want a competitive shiny Ninetales, both the normal one and the Alolan one. So that was another reason behind chaining for Ninetales and going up really high on the chain, because I wanted to save up on a bunch of Ninetales so that I can actually trade with the NPC on Celadon City as well, I believe. Yeah, I think it is on Celadon City as well. In the Pokemon Center, or the Poke Center, or the Poke Care, whatever, wherever Nars Joy is, the same building. And I wanted to keep trading until I find a shiny, and we burned through close to about 100 of them, and I still didn't find a single shiny. I did find a good natured one, which I ended up evolving using my Ice Stone, but I didn't find it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So good. I am gonna go back and do Vulpix shiny hunting at some point of time in the future, and I would also like to hunt for the shiny Ninetales Alolan version using the NPC as well. Boy. Evoy. How is it? I don't know. It barely, it literally just jiggles around in my hand, the controller, and the new, the support character appears out of nowhere, even though I don't want it to appear. Okay. Looks like nothing is spawning. I'm just gonna take a quick stroll all over the place real quick to see if anything else spawns in any other grass. But looks like tonight is not our night. Oh, the lure is over. No, I don't want to use another one. I'm just gonna... Oh, what are they looking at? I didn't even know that Jesse and James are here. Interesting. I might look it up later on. Oh, we did reach end of the route. So let's see. I don't think anything else spawned here. Let me just confirm. Yep. Doesn't look like anything else spawned. You know what? We'll just end on a different note. We're gonna go talk to our old friends. What are they doing here? Are they gonna battle me or something? Maybe? Maybe. It would have been so cool if they were the master trainers for Arbok and Weezing, right? That would have been funny. Oh, wow. There's a Charizard. It didn't appear when I was... oh, maybe. I see. it is possible that I was hunting in the wrong. Okay, there was a raspberry down there. I was hunting in the wrong grass because I did remember looking at some videos where people find airborne Pokemon here, and people even found like shinies for that record. And oh, there's another Charizard over here. Oh, need a shiny. Oh, let's see. So what's gonna happen? The boss is missing. What's gonna happen to Team Rocket? Don't be such a wimp. This is the boss we were talking about. He's hiding himself for now, but he must be preparing for the next team. Oh wow. I didn't know that there is a post-game section that that basically deals with these folks. Oh, can I catch their Meowth? Can I pull up a Team Rocket and catch their Meowth and increase my shiny Meowth chain by one more? That would be funny. Let's steal Pokemon all over the world to help the boss. Yeah, Meowth, I'm gonna catch you because I've been chaining for you for so long. You are gonna be my final victim. It's that annoying twerp again. Why are you eavesdropping on us? Those who are in Team Rocket's way won't get unscathed. Really? They still want to fight me? For what reason? Oh well, whatever. And what level are their Pokemons? I really feel bad for making them go through this. 52 and 52. So I do want to use Earthquake. And I do want to Mega Evolve for that. The only problem is I think I'm going to actually use Outrage. Does it hit as well? Does it hit everyone as well? Dang it. So Weezing has good defense, so I'm gonna hit you, and Gengar can hit Weezing with a Shadow Wall. I mean, huh? I swear I Mega Evolved. Did you forget to click? Well, I'm sorry if somebody expects the shiny chaining and then all of a sudden it ends with a battle with Team Rocket. I'm sorry, I didn't expect it either. Just 4,000 bucks, that's so less. Oh well, what are they gonna do though? You were just a twerp, why are you so strong? Is it because of that Eevee? You can probably go all out because you are with that Pokemon. With that Eevee, we may be able to conquer the world. What? Are you trying to steal my Eevee now? Do you want to join Team Rocket? Do we want to join Team Rocket? What happens if I say well? Well? Okay, fine. We're enemies after all, so it doesn't let you join. It'll be cool to have it though. And still hear me out, sure. But if you do change your mind, come back anytime. I'll give you this. I made it myself. Ooh. Interesting. What is this? Why do I feel so refreshed? You've been such a troublesome little twerp, and yet it's great to have times like this for a change once in a while, isn't it? You might be right. We feel great. And what happened to the Meowth? Okay. And that is it? Really? Okay. I guess it's just free money at this point and some random set. See, the coughing trainer is right here. It would have been so nice if they were the Weezing and the Arbok master trainers post game and you could battle them. That would be fun, in my opinion at least. I mean, I can understand them claiming themselves as the master tamers for those stuff. Oh, this guy looks weird. Why am I not getting the silver ones? If you didn't know, this route is good for kind of similar to how the Cerulean Cave works. What is this one? Rhyhorn. Okay. Kind of similar to how the Cerulean Cave works. Oh, there we go. Silver pine nut. You can find stuffs in these yellow bushes every now and then randomly, like that, like there. And there are some sweet spots that you can hit up to find more things, I guess. Let's see. There we go. Raspberry. I don't know if you can battle most of these folks. I know for a fact that you could battle some of them, especially the ones with the evolutions. I believe they're the master tamers for the evolutions as well. Yeah, not sure if you could battle them over and over again. So there's another. I don't know how fast you can reset for these. Usually reasonably fast. Wait, where is it? Oh, is it in the middle? Oh yeah, it is in the middle. Okay. So this Dragonite is not shiny. Oh wow! Oh wow, look at that! Oh my god! We did end up on a shiny! What the heck? That is crazy! Oh my god! Thank god we hanged out. Oh my god. Where are you? Oh, damn it! No, not you, not you, not you. Where is the shiny? Is it? No! What the heck? How do I? There we go. Oh my god. For a second I was scared that I'm gonna I do want to select my Ultra Ball, and I do want my support trainer, and I do want my golden raspberry as well. I'm not taking any risk whatsoever. Okay, let's see. That looks like a good circle. That's a great throw. Come on. Let's end on a shiny. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. That is awesome. Thank God we hanged out, and that completes our Pidgey family as well, because now I can evolve this Pidgeotto to a Pidgeot and pretty much just get done with the Pidgey family. That is awesome. Oh my god. That literally just made my day. All of that shiny chaining of Meowth didn't went all in vain. I'm really quickly gonna save because I am really OCD about all that stuff. Let's see. Let's check out our shiny Pidgeotto. I believe it was a Pidgeotto. Yeah, it was a Pidgeotto, and it is a favorite marking, and it was of, I believe, modest or timid. Excuse me. Bashful. Oh well, that's alright. It has neutral stats. Doesn't quite matter anyways. Agility, Whirlwind, Air Slash, Razor Wind. You are going to get moved, let's see, here, and then potentially you're gonna get moved somewhere, maybe here, and then trade those, move this fellow here, and yeah, I think that's how it's gonna look at this point. So we did complete our Pidgey family. That's our shiny Pidgey, that's our shiny Pidgeotto, and that's our shiny Pidgeot, or Pidgeotto still now. But we do have the rare candy which we can utilize, or we can just power it up, like, or evolve for that rare card. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna end my stream right here. Oh, didn't mean to go to communicate. I'm gonna end my stream right here. What I'm gonna do is, I will max out the Persians, for which I might have to do some shiny chaining or like chaining for chances, and in the same process I'm also gonna evolve the Pidgeotto to a Pidgeot, and that would complete us with our Pidgey family as well, which is awesome. Nice, one more shiny for ourselves. Well, I know nobody was able to turn up for the stream because, of course, nobody knew that I was streaming. But if you end up stumbling upon this video later on YouTube, do feel free to give a like, post your comments, and all the other stuff. Provide feedback. Tell me what you want to see. I can make some different kind of Pokemon videos as well. I've been a Poke Geek for a long time. I do plan to make some Pokemon Go content as well in future. Potentially some live streams of some hunts around some park, or basically hunting Pokemon in some nest in the look for some shinies and stuff. But yeah, that is gonna be it, guys. Hope all of you are gonna have a good day, and I shall catch you guys later. Bye bye.